So good morning again. Welcome back to EduSkills OET Made Easy. Our mission is to make you fall in love with OET. And today we have writing segment, a letter to an emergency department. This is from OET official samples. Thank you OET for allowing me to use this for teaching purpose. And if you're watching this on YouTube, kindly consider subscribing to the channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like our work. And please do share to your contacts so that we reach out to maximum OET aspirants, especially those who are financially struggling to crack OET. Ultimately, we have to fall in love with the whole process. That's the best way to gain competency. So what we are teaching here at EduSkills, it's not just to get a B grade or A grade in your OET. We are preparing you for your workplace. We are preparing for your future profession, and we are preparing for your life. So English is for life. Today, we will be going through almost 27 steps in writing, but we'll be taking up certain steps. So all steps may not be applicable for all the letters, but at least 21 steps are applicable for all the steps. So OET 2.0 Occupational English Test, Subtest Writing. Today we have a letter to emergency department, writing key skills, and OET step by step. OET writing step by step, identify the key issues. As we said, highlight the keywords or synonyms or reference, whatever happens in the case note. We'll be taking the case note and we'll be just doing it ourselves. Practically, we'll be doing it today. Already we have done with certain types of letters. For example, with multiple issues, Jake Thompson we have done, and also we have done Marcus Bampton with a single issue. Today to the emergency department, referral letter. Second point, identify the relevant, semi-relevant, and irrelevant case notes. Once you have highlighted the key issues and the synonyms and synonymous or reference on the concerned medications, all those are relevant case notes. And there will be semi-relevant and irrelevant case notes. As you have done this with this first step, whatever you have highlighted is the relevant case notes. So then you can definitely bracket the irrelevant as well as semi-relevant. If you need to include semi-relevant at the second, you will consider. And the third step, transform each case note into a simple sentence. Transform each case note into a simple sentence. That you have done already, we'll be checking it again. And then fourth step is check with Grammarly. Check with Grammarly free, and we have taught you, and there is a video about how to check with Grammarly. Please follow those videos. And fifth one, transform simple sentences into compound sentences. It doesn't mean you have to transform all the sentences. You will be transforming the case notes, only the relevant case notes, into simple sentences, and out of which you need to connect. For example, diabetes is mentioned, and a medication for diabetes is mentioned under the medication. Maybe diabetes is mentioned in the medical history, and under the side heading medications, certain medication, for example, metformin is mentioned. So there are two sentences now, simple sentences, which you can club and make a compound sentence. His or her diabetes is well managed or managed with metformin dash dash, whatever the mg and all those things. Okay. So whatever you need to, you can transform them into connected things. You can transform those sentences into compound sentences. Again, you will check with Grammarly. Okay, free Grammarly. Paste them in free Grammarly page and get the corrections. And I have explained to you in detail earlier. 7, transform simple sentences and compound sentences into complex sentences. This is not a big issue. You do not need not transform all the case notes. Maximum you require is 2 or 3 complex sentences. If you have 2 or maximum 3 complex sentences in your case and in your letter, that will be fine for you. So whatever you need to, you can just transform, which these steps I'll be showing you today with our Patricia Stylus case notes. Then after that, just check those complex sentences with Grammarly. And next step, write a story, speak out of about the patient, story of the patient. Just write as if you are handing over the duty to other nurse, your colleagues, you explain the details, or you give them the notes. So write out a story, or even speak out with your learning partner. Who is the patient? What happened? What's happening? What medications have been given, and what is to be continued? All those things as a story. Try to write, or even speak out, or do both. So that will be a practice for speaking fluency as well. After that, if you have written a story of the patient based on the case note given to you, check with Grammarly again. Okay, it is free Grammarly. Just check with free Grammarly and write down your corrections. Then the 11th step is segregate the case notes sentences based on the key issues. If there are multiple issues, this stage is particular. For example, in Jake Thompson's, we had 3 issues to be considered: the major issue, then the secondary, and the third. So where you have such multiple issues, which we don't have in today's case note, we have a single issue. If there are multiple issues, segregate the sentences based on the key issues. And 12th one, arrange the sentences or points according to sequence. Now you have segregated a particular main issue, for example, mobility issue after a knee replacement surgery. Whatever is concerned with mobility and the synonyms, you have underlined and highlighted, you have brought them together, all those sentences. Now you have to arrange them in a sequence, in an order. It starts with the complaints or the symptoms, then you have the investigations, then you have the results, then you have the medication, then you have the management, then you have follow-up care. In this sequence, you will have to, whatever, in a connection, you will have to develop the paragraph and write the different paragraphs. Then you start writing different paragraphs. As you have the sentences already, you have to connect them with, introductory phrases, sequential linkers, connective words, all those things. Then, when you write a paragraph, there are 2 approaches, which I'll be teaching you today. One is chronological. You can order your paragraphs. Which comes first? Which should be the first paragraph? That is purpose paragraph, introductory paragraph. Then you have to go on to the second paragraph, third paragraph, fourth paragraph, fifth paragraph, whichever the number of. There is no restriction in OET. You should write only this many paragraphs. It's all left to you. So see that one paragraph contains one concept or one time frame. So if you are writing, ordering your paragraph, for which I'll be giving examples, chronologically, you will be going date by date. Okay, major dates will be considered, and one paragraph will include only one time framework. And second one is thematic or issue based. As I said, if you have many issues, 1 or 2 or 3 issues, you will be sequencing your paragraph, ordering your paragraph as per the issues. The main issue will come first, then the secondary issue, then third issue. So it will be based on a theme or a issue. Each paragraph will have a theme. Either you can follow chronological or thematic. Today I'll be showing you both, how you can club even both. Definitely you have to give the date and data even when you write issue-based paragraphs. Okay, then you have to include introductory phrases, connective words, sequential words, and whatever you need to have cohesion in your paragraph, means relationship between sentences. Sentences should be logically connected. And next 14th step is start writing the letter in the writing format. Then you have the address, date, salutation, ray line. Then you have introductory or purpose paragraph, body paragraph. Then you have the request. Then you have sign off. Then the last step is mistakes to be avoided in OET writing. These are the stages that we are looking into. Though there are only 15 numbers, there are 27 segments here. But we will be dealing with around 20 to 21 segments today.